Su Casa Family Crisis Center is a nonprofit organization dedicated to enhancing the health education, economical, social, and psychological well-being of minorities suffering domestic violence, specifically in the Hispanic and the LGBTQ community in Southern California. Su Casa works with low-income minority domestic violence victims and families to ensure health education and access to rehabilitation is always accessible. Healthy People 2020 objective states to reduce psychological abuse by current or former partners and reduce children's exposure to violence. This nonprofit organization was established in 1979 by Petra Mendeles, a survivor of domestic violence. She initiated a shelter-based community, which later expanded to advocacy, community training, and health education on violence. Their main focus is advocacy, prevalence, and prevention education. Su Casa works with minority individuals such as the LGBTQ, Hispanics, and the Asian Pacific Islander community. Su Casa sponsors include Wells Fargo, City of Norwalk, City of Hawaiian Gardens, Macy's, Paramount City, Sisters of Charity, Marisla Foundation, In-N-Out, Employee Communities Fund of Boeing, and the A. Manson Foundation. Su Casa mission is to empower individuals and families to live free from domestic abuse and build partnerships with communities to end domestic violence. The organization provides volunteer opportunities. The individual must be 18 years old and go through a 40-hour period training program. There are 3 main spots to volunteer, such as counselor advocate, which roles include answering the hotline phone calls, which are calls made by domestic violence victims seeking for help. They also take care of children and organize donations. Then there's another placement, which is a fundraiser and outreach program. The individual represents Su Casa in health fairs, fundraising, or basically in all special events. Finally, there is a maintenance person who is in charge of painting, plumbing, moving furniture. Basically, they're in charge of ensuring that everything is set up for the event days or any problem that arises. The organization as well has programs which educate and provide access to counseling for the LGBT community. They offer child art therapy. They educate neighboring communities on domestic violence. They talk about safety in the home, safety in the community, and their primary focus is on mental illness. The organization interacts with communities by partnering with those around it. They raise awareness on domestic violence by hosting community presentations in which other city members get the opportunity to get informed about the topic. One of the sponsors for this organization is the City of Hawaiian Gardens, which interacts with the community on this topic and as well promotes the organization for those who might need it. Southern California is a very diverse and filled with different ethnicities and cultures. Along with that, the problem of language barriers arise, which is a weakness of the organization. Even though the organization is open to all minorities aside from just Hispanics, one of the issues and weaknesses of the organization is their language barrier with Asian and Pacific Islanders. However, they are very strong when helping domestic family victims overcome psychological issues through counseling. They are very strong in advocating the issue with their neighboring communities and offering help to those neighboring members. They educate on programs and they implement different programs in different cities. One of their current health education programs in this organization is called the Window Between Worlds. This is an art health education program targeted for children. The objective of this program is to allow children to express their emotions, which sometimes cannot be verbally expressed the same way that an adult can. Children are educated that violence is an unhealthy thing and that they will never have to go through this again. They let them cope and they implement other similar programs to this to overcome their emotions and trauma experienced. One of their main focuses is helping them improve their mental well-being. In order to be eligible, you must be bilingual, Spanish and English, be able to take care of children, have great communication skills, be organized, have great writing skills, and be sensitive to the topic. These are its board members. The most notable are Susan Steele, which is board director, Karen D'Angelo, which is a vice chair, who published a book called Stronghold on Domestic Violence, and John Leonard, which is a financial representative of Wells Fargo. The organization is located in Artesia City. 562-402-48888 is their 24-hour hotline. Their P.O. Box is 998 Artesia, California 90702. Their volunteer call number is 562-421-6537. Contact Jaziel Munoz.